Hey VC, it's Jonathan, your cheap and cheerful record collector. I hope everybody's doing well out there today. Last Sunday, local university, University of Southern Maine, which is in Portland, Maine, their radio station, Wmpg, one of the great radio stations, had a record sale. And they do this once a year, been doing it for many years now. They bring out thousands of records. A lot of them are donated. Some are from the college radio station themselves. It's a fundraiser, and they sell everything for $2 each. So I went out last Sunday, went with Brian from Shamrockin' Records, and I bought a shitload of records. I bought a lot of records. Not all in perfect condition, but a lot of them are really good, clean condition. And a lot of these I'm keeping. Some I'm going to be selling at the my next record show, which is the Sunday before Thanksgiving here in Portland. More about that later. So right now, let's get into it. I got lots of records to show. These are, again, all $2 each. And first one is one I had, but it's actually an upgrade. And it's the New Grass Revival, which is a band with Sam Bush, Courtney Johnson, Curtis Bush, and Ebo Walker. But this is a fantastic Newgrass album, the New Grass Revival. Anytime I see anything with Sam Bush on it, I gotta grab it. A great musician, mandolin, fiddle, guitar, bottleneck mandolin, and vocals. New Grass Revival. Also, another one that I had, but this is, again, a cleaner copy, is The Band. And this is their album, Northern Lights, Southern Cross. One of their later albums, but fabulous album. Rags and Bones, Ophelia, Forbidden Fruit, Ring Your Bell. Just a wonderful, wonderful record. And it came with the original insert, which is really nice to see. And again, for $2, hard to let it sit there. There's a cool one. Very controversial figure. David Allan Coe and his album Tattoo. And this is a white label promo with the original insert. Nice to have that. And here's that Columbia white label promo, just to show you you've seen that before. But that's pretty cool. David Allan Coe, a very controversial figure in the country music business, but I like a lot of his stuff. There you go, Tattoo. David Allan Coe. Next one. Can't let this sit there. Warren Zevon, Excitable Boy. We all know this album. Johnny Strikes Up the Band. Roland the Headless Thompson Gunner, one of my favorites by him. Werewolves of London. Actually a Martyr. Lawyers, Guns, and Money. I mean, could be a greatest hits album. Fantastic record. Also found there, the great Willie Nelson with Red-Headed Stranger. This is another one of those albums that when he first recorded it, it was supposed to be a demo. And after a while, they realized, no, it's not a demo. This is the record. This is how it's supposed to be. Fantastic record. If you don't know it, you should know it. Columbia. Fantastic. Really some of the beginning of the outlaw country. Speaking of country, is a guy I didn't really know, but the name sounded vaguely familiar. So I grabbed it, I listened to it the other day, and I liked it. I thought it was really good. The guy's name is Darden Smith. I guess this was his first album, just called Darden Smith. It was produced by Ray Benson from Asleep at the Wheel. So that's what piqued my interest. A good singer-songwriter with a lot of country influence, but really pretty decent. Darden Smith. Here's one that I didn't have this album, but I knew this singer. He was a old-timer, friends with Woody Guthrie, traveled around with him, and it's the great Cisco Houston. Unfortunately, Cisco died very young of cancer right before the folk revival really took effect. I think he died like 62 or something. But really great album called the Cisco Special. And on here he has, besides Woody Guthrie's Talking Dust Bowl and Hard Traveling, 900 Miles, Big Rock Candy Mountain. He also does the song that Springsteen does on his Seeger sessions, and it's Old Dan Tucker. So this is from 1960, And it's an original Vanguard pressing. Not in great shape, but still really glad to have it in my collection. As you know, I'm a big old folk music guy, so I really love that. How about some blues piano? How about the great Piano Red? Dr. Feelgood, all alone with his piano. So it's all solo piano with him singing. Review copy, not for sale. And it's on Our Hooley Records. That red Our Hooley label. And he does songs like Karina Karina, You Ain't Got a Chance, Let's Get It On, Rockin' with Red, The Wrong Yo-Yo. Good stuff. Piano Red, Willie Perriman. Date on this is 1972. All right, more of that Newgrass. Another one I couldn't pass up. I did not have this, so I grabbed it immediately. And it's the great Norman Blake with his album, just Norman Blake and the Rising Fawn String Ensemble, Full Moon on the Farm. Really wonderful stuff. Norman Blake, Nancy Blake, James Bryan, and Charlie Collins on the Rounder label. You all heard me speak about Rounder. Anytime I see anything on Rounder, I have to grab it. So I did. And it came with the original insert. So when you find stuff like that for a couple of bucks, it's got to come home with you. Next one is a record I hadn't heard in probably 50 years, maybe 40 years. It's the great Country Joe and the Fish and their album, CJ Fish. I remember this out when it first came out. I haven't had it in many, many, many years. I played it the other day. It's all right. It's not great. On the Vanguard label. Going to give it a couple more listens, I think, before I decide if I'm going to keep it or not. Yeah, it's okay. Don't know if I have to have it in my collection or not. Next one is one I couldn't believe I had it. I've been looking for this for a while. If you know the Coen Brothers movie, Inside Llewellyn Davis, this is the cover they used, they copied. And it's Inside Dave Van Ronk. And there's even the cat in the corner there, which is part of the movie. Loosely, very loosely based on Dave Van Ronk. But this is his album, Inside Dave Van Ronk, 1962, I think. And it's a original mono on Prestige, Blue Prestige label. Really good album. Very folky. No hint of rock in there at all. Just straight folk album. But really wonderful. Inside Dave Van Ronk. Next one is a record that, even though I have 3,500 albums, this was not part of my collection. I think I had it once and I got rid of it, which I then kicked myself for doing. And I said, someday I'll get one will turn up and I'll grab it. And that day was Sunday. 1975 repress. Pretty clean. And for $3, I have $2, I'm sorry. For $2, had to take it home. Listened to it once. Really clean, really nice. Another folky album. A early folk guy from the 60s. Fred Neil. And his album Bleecker and McDougal, which is really the crossroads of Greenwich Village back in the day. And yeah, great folk album on Elektra, what they call the Sawtooth Elektra label. Great early folk. Not too much jazz. I found 2 jazz albums. This one I was really happy to get grab. I have a lot by him, but not this one. This is the first time I got this one. And it's Dave Brubeck Quartet, Trio and Duo, Southern Scene. So they do a lot of Southern kind of songs. Oh, Susanna, When It's Sleepy Time Down South, Deep in the Heart of Texas, Nobody Knows the Trouble I've Seen, etc. So anything with Dave Brubeck, I have to grab. Next one is a box set. The only other jazz album I found. This is a musician where I have a number of his albums, but it's always with a bigger band. So when I saw this was a trio, I said I have to have it. And it's Dizzy Gillespie, and this is with Mitchell Ruff Duo. This is a box set by Book of the Month Club or Record of the Month Club. A 3 LP set, recorded 1970. Let me see, I got it written down here somewhere. Don't go away, Mad. Came with the booklet inside, which is really nice. Recorded at Dartmouth College, 1970, at Yale in 1974, and at Town Hall in New York City in 1980. Yeah, so to be able to hear Dizzy with just a trio and really get to hear Dizzy, I was really excited about that. 3 LPs in really nice condition. Traffic. John Barleycorn Must Die. Another folkie. Josh White Stories on ABC Paramount with all the lyrics on the back. Josh White, one of those other early folkies. Good singer. How about a blues singer? Betty Carter, great jazz blues woman vocalist. Let's see what else we got. Another folkie, Mark Spolestra. His album, 5 and 20 Questions. Plays 12-string guitar. That's all, just him and 12-string guitar. As you can see, early folk stuff. Some rock and roll. Kinks. Their album, Give the People What They Want. Here's one I never knew nothing about. Had to grab it. Haven't cleaned it up and listened to it yet, but love the title, called Love Child's Afro-Cuban Blues Band, Out Among 'Em. Again, don't know anything about this, but for a couple of bucks, I had to grab it. Looks like a big band on roulette. Came with the original inner sleeve, I think. Yep. So yeah, these are good cleaning and a good spin to see what this is all about. But the name intrigued me. All right, I'm skipping something. There are so many here. All right, now we got a bunch. Peter Wolf, Lights Out, Jay Giles, Bloodshot, Giles, Monkey Island, Jay Giles, Sanctuary, Jay Giles Live. I couldn't let him sit there. Jefferson Airplane, After Bathing at Baxter's, original pressing from 71, I think, on RCA Victor. Pretty clean. I got to clean it up. The cover needs some clean work on it. I can do that. Really nice. Then I got a bunch of Jethro Tull albums. My favorite, Benefit. Thick as a Brick. I think it's an early one, if not an original, with the original cover. Thick as a Brick. Aqualung with the textured cover, so obviously an original. These are all albums everybody knows. But again, for $3, you can't let them sit there. Aerosmith, Toys in the Attic. And Aerosmith Live, double LP. Another David Allan Coe, just called DAC. D-A-C, David Allan Coe. And last, but not least, certainly, one of my favorite bands. I did not have this, so I'm glad to add it to the collection. The Allman Brothers, Wipe the Windows, Check the Oil, Dollar Gas. 2 LP set. And the great Allman Brothers. So yeah, I had a pretty successful day, I'd say, for $2 each. I got to get them all cleaned up. Some I've already cleaned and listened to. The rest I got to spend some time cleaning them up. By the way, thanks for getting me past that 2,500 subscriber level. I'm up by 2509 now, so that's really, really great. I'm got past that level. If you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. Good luck digging out there. There's still gems out there to be found. And remember, until next time, peace.